Hello, folks. Mr. Raven here, and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program. Yeah. Started a little early again today. I still feel like I owe you a little bit of extra stream time for all the times that I had to bail on you guys. Sorry about that. We were at this name giving thing. We got like a Nordic, Danish, believe the Nordic gods like Odin and Thor and those guys. And we have this couple which got married in that belief and just got a little daughter that needed a name, and it was really nice. I kind of like the way they do it. And for a guy like me that's not really into all this religion, it's still kind of cool seeing different ways of doing stuff. So I really enjoyed that. And yeah, but that meant I didn't stream Sunday, which of course sad about, but life comes first. I think it's important to do the things that are important to you. And my friends are important to me, and my family are important to me, so they kind of came first. How is the word in English? It's my priority. So yeah. But again, I'm still sad to bail on you guys. But yeah, hopefully we can continue the City Skyline playthrough this Sunday, hopefully. Because I bought... Just a second. That was a long way down. I bought this new power supply, and it's actually really, really heavy. I wonder how heavy it is. It's about really, really heavy. I don't know, 3 kilos maybe. I think that's about 6 pounds. Or maybe more. I feel like it's definitely heavy. So this Corsair RM 1000X ATX power supply. I hope it's gonna do it, because I have a 750 watts V750 from Cooler Master, and I don't think there's anything wrong with it. But after I got my new monitor, been playing a lot of Ark with some friends and my wife and stuff like that. And when I play Ark in 4K and high settings, graphic settings, of course, I have to it needs to look crisp, and I'm doing like between 60 and 80 frames on a 144 4K gaming monitor. The graphics card is maxed out on 100% all the time, and when I'm then rendering like videos that I did at the same time, my CPU is pretty much pinged out at 100%. Also, all 12 cores, and I have a big case, and I have like a couple of SSDs and a couple of hard drives and a couple of NVMe SSDs, and I have all the lights and stuff like that on it, which is... The game look washed out, you guys. Never mind. When I was rendering, and the heat, we have pretty hot in Denmark right now, it kind of just shut out like that, and I had to turn off the power supply on the back and let it cool down, is my guess, then turn it on, and then I could turn on the computer again. So I think I am on this power supply's max capacity, which makes it hot, and the heat does that it can't cool off, and then it shuts down. And it did it like 3 times in a row, and then it just decided I can't do that. So I bought a new power supply. So I need to take out all the cables and all the cable management and change all the cables and the power supply. And I guess that's probably what I'm gonna use my Saturday on. So hopefully we should be able to stream Sunday. But yeah, time will tell if something goes wrong. I don't expect anything to go wrong, but you never know. Building on computers, but anyways. So yeah, that's probably what I'm gonna do in the weekend. But now, let's just get into it. And let's see here, because I thought I actually think, because this view here is a game capture, and this view here is a screen capture. So if I tap out of the game, you can actually see my desktop. And that's actually the HDR. I think the HDR is white and everything. So luckily we are going game capture. Then it can compensate for the HDR. So you guys don't get like a washed out picture. So that's good. We built this last time. And we used all the stream to do this. And you'd think, huh, did you use a whole stream, like 3 hours to build this? Yeah, but in here we actually have a little rover. And we designed a little bit of rover. Nicely spoken. This tiny little rover. Because I kind of challenged myself to build a rover that could be in like a compartment. We could have used a... I think the stock game has a rover crane. So you kind of land through the atmosphere, drop the heat shield, then the rover is first, and then you have like a crane over it that can kind of land it and then drop it off and fly away. Not that I think it's complicated or anything, but I also kind of like the idea of having a tiny little thingamabob here. Actually, I'm thinking we're not quite done yet. You don't have any reaction wheel on this one, do you? Oh, you do. So it's enough? I don't know. Maybe we should put like a little reaction wheel here, maybe. Just realized that right now. Right now, I just realized. Don't have any reaction wheel. That might be a good thing. No, I don't know. Does it look weirder now? Or is it the same kind of weird? I don't know. Maybe we should take the solar panels and take them down here. A little less weird. I don't know. Should this have like a battery? How much battery is done on this one? Can we see that? 30. That's not a lot. Just in the case of we go down in like solar battery. That's oh. We put it under the rover just to no. I was just gonna tower up. It's gonna be weird. Let's put this. That's 200. That's more than enough, I think. Should we just hide these because it looks weird? Look. Okay. Got antenna, and you got. I actually don't have an antenna. Does it have? It has an antenna range. Okay, cool. So I think this is it now. Good. At least we found out that now. not after we were flown all the way to Duna. Let's see here. Can we find like it weighs 11 ton. I wonder if this 19 plus 2 is enough for getting us to orbit and to Duna. We can use some of the fuel in this one. It's not really a problem. We got plenty, I think, so we can actually do a landing and stuff. So that's not really a problem. Might have to do a decoupler. This one maybe, that's too big. Way too big. What's this one then? Okay, let's try and do it with that one. Auto struts. Auto strut. Auto strut. Auto strut. Auto strut. Auto strut. And auto strut and auto strut. How about opening this one? And at least with this one, I think we need to auto strut that just to make sure it doesn't do stupid things. Okay. Do a tight fairing. Clamshell on. Build fairing. Actually just close it there. Okay, fair enough. Let's do that. Yeah, why not? Let's try it. Let's check the staging before we actually take off. Just to be sure. Sure. Oh, it's one of those. It's one of my earlier designs. These are good enough. These are good enough. Oh, this one I don't think is supposed to be there. Which one are you? Yeah, you definitely don't need to be there. And this fairing with this one and that one and that one. That doesn't make sense. Okay, now we need to think here. These and these. I think these need to move places, change places, whatever. And this one needs to go there because that doesn't really make sense. Maybe with this one. So this one and this one, that is fine. These two is fine. Yes, and this one with this one, yes. And then those, yes. Okay, cool. Let's try it. Again, I don't know if this is the optimal time to go for tuna, but you know, it's a game, we can always warp. I've never been good at this. So let's just start with getting us into orbit. I don't think I wanted to close that one. I like the ascent guidance. Oh, not that one. It looks fine. Cage autopilot. And let's go for it. Hopefully it goes well. Okay. Oh, so what a week. You know, with the computer and the power supply and work being a little stressful right now. it's well, not to complain too much, but it's not been easy, if I'm honest. Where am I? Oh, that's good enough. That's right. At least we were having interviews with some candidates for one of the positions we have. So hopefully that goes through, but worst case, he starts in a month, so in October. And we still haven't found any candidates for the last two positions we have, so. But yeah, I think it will work out in the end. But it's just, you know, the in-between times is kind of... bleh. But yeah, maybe you know what I mean. If you tried it before. Anyways, I hope your week was good or as good. Actually, we just, well, it's Friday tomorrow, so pretty much through the week, right? Tomorrow, actually don't think I have any meetings, but I'm working from home tomorrow, doing a lot of the admin work we need to do also. It's not the most fun part of the job, but I've always been, you know, the type of person where, you know, even though it's not the most fun job, it's more, you know, I'm more the guy, you know, that thinks, well, somebody has to do it. I don't know. It could be me. It could be somebody else. It's work. It's something that needs to be doing and needs to be done. So why complain, right? Let's just get it over with. It's always been like that. I remember when I was an apprentice, there was this guy. No one of the apprentices want to drive with him and work with him because he was, I guess, when he got a little insecure in what he was doing, he kind of, you know, lost his temper. We called him like the ogre. It wasn't really nice, but it was like a Jack in a box, you know. Everything was going fine, and all of a sudden it's just out the boxing. So yeah, it wasn't fun, but somebody has to ride with him because a lot of the work we did, you couldn't do alone. You kind of need to have a... Is this out of circulation? No? Why are you not circulating? Actually starting to fall now. That's a little weird. Oh, it is on skip circulation. Procreate. Maybe we should just restart the launch. Crap. And you know, a lot of the other apprentices was like complaining when they're talking about the guy that we're driving with was like, hey, you need to clean up while I inform the customer of some stuff. And when you are an apprentice, you know, a lot of the time you get like the crappy part of the job. But yeah, somebody has to do it. If not you, it would be the guy that, you know, the company pays the most. And you can't, when you're new at a job and an apprentice, well, you can't tell the customer, you know, details about the thing you just made for them, you know, a new boiler or how to service it or how often, and give them all the advice they can that's going to be useful for them. And I actually I realized that really quickly. And so yeah, I did it, and I tried to do it good, so the customer didn't complain about us leaving there with their house being a mess, or their boiler room, or the technical room, or the basement, or whatever place the new boiler was, or heater, or whatever you were doing. You always need to clean up after yourself, and yeah, that's it. And I kind of translated that into every part of every job I've ever done. There's always something that's not really fun to do, but somebody has to do it. And sometimes the fun part is, sometimes the fun part is a thing you can't do. Then you can't complain about not having to do it. That's just weird thing. Anyways, I'm rambling. But yeah. Okay. Let's get this into orbit, and then look at where we are. I think the MechJet thing has like a transfer to another planet thing, which tells you how good of a transfer orbit the object you want to go to is. Or maybe I just don't skip civilization. So when this is done circularizing, we still have like maybe 1800 meters per second in this stage. And then we have 3000 in the other. So we should have plenty. It shouldn't really be a problem getting there. 1600. That was a close guess, right? Anyways. Yeah. Of course, I was just looking at the new power supply. And of course, I'm kind of, when I do computers, I build them myself, and I kind of, find the components myself, and then I kind of use Silent Dragon to sanity check. But I think this power supply is older than the motherboard, the GPU, and the CPU in my system. And I actually didn't think it's going to be a problem, and it hasn't been a problem. I've been rocking this Strix, 6 550, I think it is. Gaming rock gaming Strix thing from Asus, and the Ryzen 9 3900X and the RTX 3080 for a while. But the other monitor I had like a max limit of 60 frames 4K, and actually I was playing more 1440p on the other 4K monitor. But I thought, hey, should I have a computer that could pull some more frames than 60 when I'm playing 4K. And now I'm actually running both monitors in 4K. So yeah. But when did I get my monitor? I got it before. Actually, I got it back because it was broken, and then I got it RMA'd and got a new one, and that was just after our summer vacation. So I'm pretty sure it's the power supply and it's not big enough. Then it's running on its max wattage too long, gets too hot, and I think it's the thermal protection switch or something that makes the computer just turn off, which is a good thing, but at some point it might just instead of shutting down with the thermal protection, it's just gonna fry everything. So yeah, until I get the new power supply, and I don't think I'm going to be gaming and rendering at the same time. Okay, let's set Duna. It's just for fun. Seas, transfer to another planet, create node. What is going on? Weird. Is that because I'm not in... Didn't I go into orbit? Nope, I'm not in orbit. What the heck, game? Why do birds suddenly appear every time you are near? Try and see if you can't get this out of here. Okay, but now we are going up again. That's so weird. No, don't change that. Just circularize. Stupid game. Yeah. Tumble and fall. Can't even, right? Let's just remove that one. Okay. Come on, game. So yeah. Anything else new? Yeah. You know, the missus and I were talking because we both gained a little extra weight over, COVID, and haven't actually lost any of it again since the COVID lockdowns and stuff. And then we gained an extra couple of kilos over summer break, and it's not good. Yeah. So yeah, kind of decided that we're going to try and count calories. This app thing. We've been doing it since Monday. I haven't been on the weights to see if it helped any, but I can tell you so much that every Thursday it's cake day at work in the cantina, and I didn't take one because I was thinking about how much calorie that would be and what that meant for my max calorie intake for the day. So apparently it works. Getting you to think about what you eat. And do I really want that cake? Because is it worth the calories? I don't know. It looked like a good cake, but who knows? So it's actually not half bad. 1,000, I think that's pretty good. Yeah, oh, wait a minute. It says in a year and 96 days. It's not gonna be quicker for me to run it while we are in the whatchamacallit. while we are in orbit. Actually, I don't think we're so close to the planet we can't even warp really fast. So, oh, that's the wrong way. Let's just go out in orbit around the sun and then make an Hoffman transfer. Game-wise, for me right now, it's gonna take the same amount of time. So it doesn't really matter, I think. Let's zoom out for a second here. Where's the orbit gonna be? Can I kind of... Oh. What is it that I have in orbit? It's like satellites? Got something in orbit. Question marks? I was part of a couple of comets. And a couple of satellites. Maybe I should try and change to them later and mark them as debris so they disappear. Let's just execute that one. Did I run out of juice? Nope. I did not. I think every time I leave one of these, it says it's going to be like a satellite because there's an antenna, but it's not a relay, so it's not really a satellite. Well, I think the technical term for anything in orbit of something is a satellite. So hopefully, yeah, the calorie app thing is going to help a little bit with the weight loss. You know, I'm so old now that it's not that it really matters if I lose weight or not. And I'm not embarrassed by my size, or I don't have any problem with being, you know, bullied or anything. So just because, like, I guess I know it's healthier for me to not be too big. So yeah, I think that's why I'm doing it. So mostly for myself. But yeah, I'm not. The main target is not to lose weight as such. It's just, you know, because I think it's, yeah, healthier, and maybe it means that I, you know, can start working out again a little more seriously than I've been doing. Maybe I should open the antenna here before I lose this contact. Extract antenna. Perfect. Just before I forget. Okay, so we are now in orbit around the sun. And let's like make a Hoffman transfer. See when the next one is. It's about a year and 52 days. So it's about the same, I think. But it's a hell of a lot of more fuel though. I wonder why. Maybe that's because the rotation of Kerbal around the sun is, you know, it's like slingshotting us out. Huh. So it's almost double up on the Delta V. Good to know. If I could learn how to do it more efficiently, I could probably save some fuel. But doesn't matter. I think we got plenty of Delta V. Maybe I should quick save. Well, it's too late now anyway, so we have to restart if I screw this up anyway. Zoom in here, see where are we going to hit. Let's try and get the maneuver editor thingy-mabobs. Which way is that the right way around? Is that the wrong way when we just need to land? Guess not. Can we go even closer? I said closer. If I need to do an aero brake, how deep can I go? How deep will you go? I don't know. ASP. Oh, I need to Google this because I don't know. ASP. Biggie Duna. Don't know if they talk about that. Atmosphere, escape velocity. Solar side, do the atmosphere, yes. Oxygen present, no. Good to know. I knew that. Density, atmosphere, when does the atmosphere start? Do they say anything about that? No. No. Orbital velocity. Altitude, atmospheric height, 15,000. 50,000. So aero brake is... Because we do have a heat shield, so we can do that. Aero capture. Transfer feed is when I drop into the middle of the height of tuner. I don't recommend extending the height. That didn't help. You need to get under 41,446. So 41 flat. Let's try that, see what happens. If we quick save before we actually, not when we enter, but when we get into Duna's sphere of influence, we can just adjust it maybe. So let's try and see if we can. 13. That's okay. I think the 33. That this is probably fine for now. So let's execute that. Hopefully it doesn't choose an angle where there's not a solar panel. So we're gonna leave this in orbit again. Around the sun. because there's only 329 meters left in this one, so it's not going to, as we say, it doesn't impress anyone. Yep. 300 days. At least we don't have any Kerbals. I think I need to figure out the right way of doing it when we need to put Kerbals. Okay, but it doesn't have signal right now. Why doesn't it have signal right now? Was Kerbin behind the sun? No, it's behind us. So how did it lose signal? Okay, that was a little weird. I must admit. I kind of guess if just need to be like, I don't know. What is that? That's like, I don't know. Some meters ahead of me. Or I could just, how the heck do I do this? I could just go into orbit, you know, pick a satellite that's still functional and has some power and stuff. And then just try and make a transfer without doing it. Ooh. See you later. Sweet. The only problem that I might not have thought about. Well, I should be able to pick down the antennas, because the probe has an antenna and it should be connecting to the satellites I put in orbit, so that shouldn't be a problem. Okay, worried, not found it. Damn, that's a long burn. It's 2.5 minute burn left. Well, and it only has like a 0.2 thrust to weight ratio. I wonder if that's enough to actually slow down before we just crashed into Duna. I didn't think about this. Actually, last time I cheated with the gravity. Did I turn that back? Okay, I did. Good. We've been testing out how the rover was going to behave when it gets to a smaller gravity. This is awesome. I actually managed again to do another vessel that seems like it has enough to get to Dune at least. And actually also get into orbit. And actually hopefully also going to be able to land. Actually, I don't know how much Delta V you need to land. But if I can save as much fuel as possible by doing an aero brake. You know, 2000-ish Delta V to circleize and actually land. You can also just go for landing directly. Do we need to land a specific place? That can be our fallout plan. Because I think we need to land somewhere in that orbit we're going to get. I don't know if that's going to be an equator. I guess we find out. Coming in on the dark side. Well, maybe. Ew. Kill rotation. Can we like skip it in a little bit? Oh, that's too close. Oh, this is easier to adjust when we get there. So, warp helper. Are we in the sun? Yes. Cool. Shouldn't run out of juice. Actually, that's not good. Oh, maybe that was why. Last time, it actually turned around. Stop being in the sun. Crap. Okay, it's coming around. Hopefully, get some power. Next time, I really need to okay. And now we are actually on the sunny side. And we got power. Got a pretty decent signal. Not 4 bars, but 3 bars of signal. Not bad. Should we, now we're here, should we do some of the signs that's not needed to we got time. Sun up. Do some of the signs that doesn't need to be reset by a scientist, right? You can't be used here, can you? No. Can you? Not right now. Okay, let's lock the temperature. Send. It's gonna give us some signs. Lock pressure. Send. Did I forget? No. Lock gravity. Send. Seismic data. Probably not in space, right? But the goo containers are probably better. Wait till we get on the surface. I think this says high above. So let's get a little closer. Let's make this 4100. Change periapsis. 41. Do it on a fixed time. Create node. Pretty much nothing. Oh, a thruster weight ratio is way higher now. Good. So that's what now? 38? That's not 41. Okay. So that's just for a second. At least set this to like 3. Let's go roll grade. Okay, I actually limit the thrust so much that it's going to take a while. $39. Let's go up to 40. Should we keep it a little lower? And let's do that. Let's just keep it here. Yeah, it's fine. Then when is the biome change? High above, low above. Can you see that in the wiki thing? Near space 7. What? That doesn't make sense. Never mind. Just gonna take it slow. So let's warp to here. Let's go retrograde just to be sure. Let's lock temperature. It's still high above. What about near? Sweet. Let's close the trunk then. Oh, I forgot to quick save. Let's do it here. Close enough so we